Hello and welcome to the Bridgnorth Art Trail, which commemorates the Catch Me Who Can, the famous locomotive built here in Bridgnorth in 1808. We've hidden 12 statues around the town, each one painted by a local artist, and we'd like to invite you to come and find them. We think you'll have a great day exploring our town with its award-winning shops, cafes, restaurants and plenty of beauty spots along the way. Altogether, the walking loop is just over 2 miles. It should take you about 2.5 hours. There's plenty of car parking and toilets along the route. And the first 5 statues, they're in and around our high street, very close together and very accessible for those with restricted mobility. If you want to walk further, we invite you over our bridge across the River Severn, and you'll find 7 more in Lowtown with riverside walks and plenty to see. So here we are, just off the high street outside the visitor centre. It's a perfect place to start the trail. We have parking, information and toilets. And the design on the statue itself is depicting those 1950s railway posters, which is perfect really because it leads us down Railway Street along to the Severn Valley Railway Station.
There was actually a survey done to ask people what they wanted to see the statues represent. Various suggestions were made. There was an otter because an otter had been seen in the river and various other things. But by far the biggest winner was that it should be a locomotive. And that was very appropriate because the very, very first passenger locomotive ever in the world was built here in Bridgnorth, no more than 1/4 of a mile from where I'm standing on the banks of the river. And these statues represent a facsimile of that engine.
It's based on the original one which was built at Hazeldine's foundry here in Bridgnorth in 1808. So obviously this railway wasn't even built then, but this replica has been built on this railway because it's got the expertise, the engineering expertise.
This statue is called Tracks in Time and sits in front of a series of sandstone caves here, the most famous of which, Lavington's Hole, was used by soldiers in the Civil War when they tunnelled underneath the castle in an attempt to blow it up. So here we are on Quayside with this statue called Train of Thought, and this part of Bridgnorth was one of the most important inland ports in England many years ago. And in fact there's been a bridge here over the River Severn from as early as 1272.
Where it all started and where we, the very first passenger carrying locomotive where passengers paid a fare that was actually pulled by the locomotive built here and started us on the path to where we are now with rail transport.
This statue is called Excellence Through Innovation, and myself and a team of apprentices made this at Granger Morrell, the company we work at. It was a really fun project to be involved in for the apprentices, and the statue itself was actually painted by a group of pupils from a secondary school in Bridgnorth. We designed the statue right from the start to finish, and we used castings and mouldings, and we used recycled aluminium to make sure the project was more efficient.
This statue is called Central Station and celebrates Bridgnorth winning the Great British High Street Award in 2016, thanks to our independent shops and our thriving cafe culture. This statue is called Platform 7 and depicts animal life along the river. It's sponsored by a local brewery and we're lucky to have 22 pubs in Bridgnorth and many more cafes and restaurants. Our trail is open 365 days a year for the next 4 years. It's completely free and lots of fun for all the family.